News 46 is brought to you by Affordable Elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community. News is also brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, Commissioner Shinhoffen speaks about budget cuts. A man is transported after striking a building, and residents enjoy music and art in the park. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, April 22nd, 2015. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. County Commissioner Dan Shinhoffen speaks to our own Vern Van Winkle shortly after yesterday's debate between the president of the Nye County Law Enforcement Association, David Berukowitz, and the commissioner regarding a proposal for deputies to now take furlough days to balance the budget. Berukowitz says that they want the long-term budget fixed so officers can depend on their income. They also said that they are willing to take any concessions as long as the commissioner let them know what the bottom line is.
That's a huge issue. That's right. But being represented that we're not looking at it or we haven't addressed it is crap. And you know it is. We've looked at it.
We were never involved in that conversation. What do you expect us to feel?
So
don't you think we should be involved in that?
And that's the difference. Who's elected to make that decision?
The problem is, if you're elected, to make that decision, then who's elected to protect the employees?
We.
No one.
Because you, as a citizen, elected me to make those decisions. Now,
I agree.
as a union member, you're a super employee.
I promise you we'll take care of it.
Well, you never supported me two times, so I don't care.
Gentlemen.
And some of the statements he made were a bit offensive in the opening statements, where he said we're backdooring him and we haven't taken this seriously. And you know what? I've seriously had sleepless nights over this. We have for months looked at this year's problems. If you go back to 2011, when I was first on the board, we worked to get rid of a lot of non-mandated services. I worked to privatize certain areas, but really it comes down to 80% of our budget is personnel. So who gets hurt when we have to cut? It's personnel, and we all feel bad about that. I took cuts last time we made mandatory furloughs. We agreed to take cuts now. That was the other thing he said. We made a vote to take cuts, but we haven't taken them yet. Well, nobody has. We have not implemented those things yet. As soon as they do, we will cut our salaries too. I understand the grief they're going through, but what we're trying to do is not have to get rid of employees. We are back to 2005 staffing levels. I don't know how we continue to provide service and cut more employees, so we're asking the unions again to give us concessions so that we don't have to cut employees. That's really the bottom line. His complaint that he hasn't been included in those discussions is very simple, because we're elected to make those decisions, not him. I understand that it affects the employees, that he is and he's a union leader. You know, that's neither here or there really, because we're elected to make these decisions. We are discussing with them and negotiating with them. And the bottom line on the whole union thing is, Commissioner Carboni and I did go up and talk on AB 280. We have a firm belief that unions are bad in governments. Even President Roosevelt agreed with that. And we could see since the late 50s they were implemented how they destroyed cities like Detroit. And that's the big problem. We need the ability to make those cuts that people elected us to make.
A pickup truck struck the backside of the Kingdom Club last night. A single vehicle accident occurred last night near Homestead and Highway 160. The pickup truck, driven by a male driver, struck the building, the Kingdom Club, on Homestead Road. The reason is unclear at this time. However, it appears that the pickup truck drove through the desert before striking the building. The person was barely conscious and not moving at the time that the police made contact with him. He was transported via Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue to Desert View Hospital. The airbags were deployed on the vehicle and the truck sustained moderate damage. The building appeared intact. Nye County Sheriff's deputies are investigating. This is Deanne O'Donnell for News 46. The Miss Senior Nye County pageant is next month. Terry Rogers and 6 of the 7 contestants stopped by KPVM-TV this morning to invite everyone to their show.
Hi, I'm Terry Rogers, and I am joined here by our 2015 Miss Senior Nye County contestants. We'd like to invite you to come out to our pageant, which will be held May 2nd at the Pahrump Nugget at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Tickets are $15, and they may be purchased from either myself or our Executive Director, Scotty Weiniger. Phone numbers 727-0309 or 764-0006. So please come and see all of our lovely contestants and see which one of these ladies will win the coveted crown.
And up until the date of the pageant, we'll be showing each contestant on our nightly newscast. When we return, your Desert View Hospital Health Tip.